Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Saga TTV here to bring you another episode. I'm doing these from time to time. I'll actually go through and commentate matches that I may have and just try to go a little bit into the thought process overall that I had during the match. A lot of that I've been uploading so far have been mirror matches. This one won't be any different. It's another Feng player that I came across while in quick match that I play back and forth with. So I wanted to go ahead and give some of my overall thought process and overall, I guess, assessment of the match in general. So I'll just start. I'm doing is down 4 3 plus 4 at the wall because I was typically your opponent likes to step at the wall or they're trying to get away. So I did that so I could try to track him from being able to run. Good punish on his part. He followed up with down 3 plus 4 himself. 4-4-2 from him. Used the knee. Not a bad move. I felt he was going to just press something that was really slow, so I went ahead and hop kick. I've been doing that a lot more often, actually, is challenging the opponent next move with actually hop kicking him. Caught me with the raw heat smash shoulder. At this point, I'm just trying to see if I can just try to whittle away at him and open him up at the same time, being able to get him to whiff enough so I can try to close the match out. But he finished me off with a down 4. I was trying to keep distance while being able to stay offensive at the same time. So I'm away from him doing down back 4. He's keeping the pressure. I figured he probably was going to try to do it low. He went for down 2. Got him with the hop kick, taking him to the wall right now. He broke the one grab. I don't want to really duck on him at this point because he's going to get a lot of damage out of me ducking him. And he pieced me out with the 2 grab right there. All right, pushing him to the wall. Noticing that the floor is breakable at this time, so I went ahead and did that. We want to go ahead and I typically like to go ahead and take the floor out as quick as possible. Not necessarily caring about the combo per se that is being done. I just want to get those stage gimmicks out of the way. So we'll probably take him to the wall and do 4-4-3. There we go. And we're going straight down. He whiffed the up 4-3. And I don't want to do too much at this point because I have the life advantage. The clock is ticking down. Really, if you have the life lead in that type of situation, there's no reason to try to continuously try to pressure the opponent. Okay, so he did back 4. I'm sorry, back 3, and then he tried to go for, I think it was a 1 grab. All right. So at this point, I'm just trying to still whittle away and poke at the opponent. There was really no reason to duck on him right there. That's really dangerous. Because what they have done for Feng, they've, like he had a low shoulder, a few other moves that actually used to launch on counter hits. So they've kind of taken that away and pushing him more so towards being a character that is able to excel at doing mix-ups. A little bit more stance heavy than he has been in previous iterations. And I know, it's a mixed bag on that. The audience is kind of divided. I know some people aren't too happy with those changes, and I know some people that are. Me personally, I like it. I like being able to have more transitions, more of a mix-up game to be played. I'm enjoying that. So right now we're kind of just poking away at each other. He's trying to get a launcher going or a hard knockdown. I'm noticing. Sidestep for him. He tried to do a linear punch. Went around it. I'm checking him down to see if he's pressing buttons. Opted to go for a back turn, 1+2. As it's a mid, it'll catch him trying to get up off the ground. And I notice I'm ducking on him. I'm trying to keep that in mind in general, especially near the wall. Or depending on who the character is. Sometimes it, you know, they don't have too much that they can do that's scary as far as a low. So it probably would be best to not duck. Okay, I feel like he was trying to check me and get that wall splat. Miss input error on my part. Ooh, caught me with back 4, 3+4. And he was able to go ahead and close that match out. Caught me with 4-4-2. Counter hit down back 3. Just keeping a lot of pressure going on at this point. I don't think I'm really attacking him per se or anything. Mostly just taking a look to see exactly what his pressure game is actually like. Real solid on his part. He was able to close it out while standing 1-2. Hey, lingering 2. Got me up there. I like that. That was a really good combo that he was able to pull off right there. Knocked me all almost down to half life right here. I'm just trying to be more careful and be a little bit sharper with my blocks. I'm eating a lot of damage. He hit me with that good punish with 4-3-4. And 7 golden letters on this part. Nice. I think there's one move in particular I'm trying to see if I can find a way to implement more, and that's Feng's 4-3+4 too. I know he can go from lingering to that. He can also go into back turn. Doesn't do hella damage or anything like that, but it does give him a way to play mind games or to transition into other stuff that's at his disposal. Good stuff. Hop kick from him. And he's activated the heat, so he's about to try to pull out all the brakes on it right now. He went immediately for heat smash, sidestep 4 into his down back 1 string. And so that's something I was noticing a lot. He would go for heat, and then he would try to push the momentum or push his offense and cook real quick. So there's something I was keeping in mind more so as the matches progressed. He went for another heat smash off top. So I usually see he hasn't really used any of the other moves to Feng's that's involved with Feng's move list. He's usually going for the heat, going for the raw heat smash versus necessarily doing it for the combo, because it does considerably more damage when it's done just standing raw versus comboing it. He whiffed down back 4, hop kicked him, dropped my combo. Lord have mercy. Okay, he's keeping that pressure going, but I figured he was probably going to try to go for another low kick. So I went ahead and hop kicked him again, staying right outside his range. I was trying to find an opportunity to punish him, maybe with the shoulder, into the 2 grab, no break on my part. And I'm trying to keep that pressure going, so that's why I went for the back 2 string, stopped it, then did down back 3. A lot of times I'll see if I kind of do it in that sequence, it'll catch my opponent for a counter hit. Broke the 1 grab. Okay, so that was a big whiff on his part. Not big whiff, but a big block move. So he tried 4-3-4, blocked it, That's the launch punishment move. So we took him downstairs. We still have another floor underneath us right there. I wonder who's going to break it. Try to play a little bit with his back 4-2 string. Tried to sidestep for me again, but I blocked that. Eyes getting a little bit sharper as the matches progress here. No, but me and this guy actually played quite extensively back and forth, so I enjoyed the games for sure. All right, started off with that shoulder. Not the shoulder, but the headbutt. Counter hit down back 3. Back turn 2. I wasn't trying to get up immediately. That's another thing I try not to do is stand up immediately unless my opponent has done something for sure to show me that it's not safe. But more often than not, players will be a little too quick to try to get up off the ground. I guess because they don't feel comfortable, but there's a lot of setups that can be done simply from you just not being careful when you're getting up or just trying to get up immediately after something. That's the whole setup. Okay, he tried to do back turn. Maybe it was 1+2. I stayed ducking though. Didn't want to try to guess it. That's something to keep in mind when you're fighting against Feng. When he's in back turn, all of the animations look like 1+2 grabs, but you actually have to guess depending on what his actual input is. Might have been an input error on this part, but we punished his 1+2 with 1-2-2. And right now, I just want to try to see if I could keep him at the wall, but he was able to catch me with 4-3+4. I'm sorry, 4-3-4. Forward 3-4. And he went for heat smash as usual and whiffed the whole entire thing. So I'm in a really good spot right now, being that he doesn't have access to heat at this point, and he has to just play Feng. Went for the hop kick. He actually broke my back turn 1. Good guess on his part. And we just went ahead and did heat shoulder, because if it does hit, we can let it rip again. Anybody notice the floor is breakable? Yeah, I wonder who's going to break that. While standing 1-3, engage the heat. All I want to do at this point is try to whittle his life down. That was solid on his part to know to punch parry back turn 1. And he was able to pop the shoulder off on that. That was clean. 3+4 raw. I'm just trying to chase him. I don't think, at that angle though, from where he hit me, he wasn't going to be able to get any combo. And I was able to stuff his heat smash attempt, because again, I noticed that he goes for that quite a bit and really doesn't play around with any of the other options that Feng has in heat. He would go straight to heat smash. And this is actually not the first time I've ran into a Feng player that kind of uses that whole game plan of just simply activating heat just to use smash. Because again, it does a considerable amount of damage for sure. A bit slow to an extent, but it has some decent tracking to it. So I can see why they kind of flock towards that move. All right, let's get him to the wall right now. A, down back 1 string. 2 grab. Checking him with down back 2-2. And surprisingly, he didn't block the second low, so that's a launcher. And I was able to finish him off with a shoulder right there. Breaking the floor with forward 4-3. A. And he did not. And I dropped my combo that I was trying to attempt to use to break the floor. Good punch parry on his part. Caught me ducking with down back 3. I'm sorry, down 4-3. I was surprised he didn't actually break the floor at that point. But again, that's his move. Now he just hit me with 4-4-2. Okay. He's doing a pretty good job there. Working on a comeback, I see. Pop, pop. And then we're going downstairs once again. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite part once we got in the floors. out the way, and then we can just kind of play just level at that point. Good punish on this part with 1-2-2. Using sidestep forward, getting his mileage out of that. Punished with 1-3, hit me with the 2 grab. Checking me with them low shoulders, back 3. And then back 4-2. He went for the hop kick, looking for me to press buttons right now. But I didn't press anything, but I didn't do too much as far as being offensive, so I paid dearly for that. He was able to go ahead and close it out with the 7 golden letters on top of it, so it's a big win. You know, I always wondered, I was telling people, like, what made you want to play the play style that you play? And I just wanted to be more composed. Something I've been working on for quite some time is to play more composed, less reactive, if that could be a thing. I checked that out, and he didn't duck down for 4-3. It is a mid-high. Hit him with the down 4-3. And we just keep working here on him. He's keeping that pressure going, though. He definitely knows how to keep it going. All right, good stuff from him. He was able to hit me with the back sling blow that has been switched from back forward 4, or was it back forward 1, and now it's up back 1. I think that was a 1 grab. Push him to the wall. I'm trying to, at that point, I was trying to keep him out while still being able to possibly clip him with that down back 4, but he did catch me with 4-4-2. And now he's at the wall, messed my combo up, but I'm still trying to get him to whiff. There he goes again with the raw rage, not the rage, with the heat smash. Ooh, nice shoulder from him on his part, and caught me with the 4-4-4-3. Good hop kick on his part. Let's go. Down 4-2-2. It seems like at this point he really is looking to try to keep me from pressuring him or being able to get my offense going. So I'm definitely paying attention to the moves that he's using and what he's doing. He did try to press buttons on down 4, 1+2. So we caught that wall splat, and now we're taking him to the floor because of that decision. And we blocked his heat engage. Keeping in mind that, you know, once they get that, they're going to want to try to start cooking. So you can use that to your advantage, maybe to try to open your opponent up even further. With punish with the shoulder. I didn't press anything immediately. I'm trying to see exactly what it is that he's going to try to do. He did 4-4-2, and then after he blocked, I blocked it and tried to react. He hop kicked. Good move to use. All right, and as we're continuing on, he tried to hit me with that hop kick. Yeah, good stuff on my part, not falling for it, and I was just trying to get him to open up, really. So I hit him with that that whiff on his shoulder. Hey. Okay. There we go. We're doing all right. Back 4-2 into the headbutt. And I went ahead at that point. I did a raw raw heat smash. I barely used the move like that, but I tried to make sure that he was at least lined up with me so that if he does block it, hey, it's better than whiffing it. So That's one thing I try to tell the opponents all the time. Not opponents, but I try to tell people in general. There's nothing wrong with whiffing, but a lot of times you'll find different things going on. Sometimes you have opponents that may
Yo, what's
whiff
good
on
now?
purpose for the sole sake of you trying to react so that they can go ahead and, take advantage of the situation. But, if you're having an issue with, keeping up with the opponent or them blocking or whiffing or whatever it may be that you're dealing with, just try to, if you can, make sure your opponent is at least blocking your move, even if it's a move that's bad, that's quote unquote or really plus, I'm sorry, really negative on block. You just want to make sure at least that they're blocking it, and that'll help you with training with not whiffing. You just try to actively keep that in mind. Good punish on his part. He ducked the 2 for back 4-2. Hit finished me off with back 3. That's
That's the
the
second time he's
second
done that.
time I've noticed that he's hit me with that particular setup. So it's something I'm going to remember for
Yeah, he got
sure.
an interesting style. So that's like
All
the
right.
second or third time
Hitting with
though
the
he's done
1+2 throw. No break on my part
four
from
four
that.
two into hop kick.
Hmm.
I mean, might be one of his
Yeah, he's just trying to chop
setups he
chop
might do.
away.
I don't know if he noticed I'm paying attention to it. Though. I'm looking for it next time.
Missed my punish opportunity. And he might maybe pay for it dearly. We'll see. Ooh, good, 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 good.
I didn't think they was gonna get him back turn from that direction or from that option.
Okay.
Good hop kick.
Nice. And notice that floor hasn't been broken yet. Kind of just been going at it, playing some neutral a little bit. I'm taking the opportunity right now, really not to necessarily press buttons per se, but I'm trying to understand my opponent's timing and what moves they like to use, how they react to what moves maybe I use in certain situations. So that's something I always try to actively do when I'm playing against an opponent. I'm definitely trying to take the opportunity to pay attention to every single little thing they do and how they react. Nice. Let's go. Oh, we both started the match going up. So at this point, I'm dancing around, but I'm using that to try to bait the opponent to do something. So I got a big Punisher off his forward 3/4 string, and we are about to just go in and see what we can do. So I chose for the option to slide on the ground. All right, keeping the pressure. Hey. Good sidestep forward
He
from him
going
on
for
his part.
launches.
What he did with. And I'm just trying to keep that pressure going at this point. That's what I try to do the down 4, down 3. Sorry, down 4. Neutral toe kick. Which was something that was mentioned to me a long time ago. Sometimes you can really use that to your advantage. No, it doesn't do a lot of damage itself, but it's a good way to pester the opponent and open them up. Especially if you use it for, like, say, for instance, max range. Okay, he's trying to hop kick, do certain things as far as crush moves is what he's using right now to try to get in. So sidestep 4, down
He
back
sidestepped
3,
for
hop kick,
shoulder.
things of that nature is what he's trying to use
Y'all
to
saw
piece
that.
me out at this point. So I'm paying attention to all of that. He went for heat smash, went for that. That again. Good whiff punisher on my part. Oh yeah, but definitely I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these. If you enjoy the
Yeah, that was
content, a
wild.
like, a share, or a comment again definitely goes a
Good
long way.
sidestep
I'm
forward
gonna
to
have
the
more
left.
footage out here to y'all.
And
Be sure to
dodge
go ahead and check
shoulder
out
pretty quick.
our Twitch page as well. That's Saga TTV. And
That was
again,
bad. He was pretty
thank
good.
you for watching. Y'all take it easy.
Sorry about that
Later.
connection. Yeah, he had pretty solid stats.